Hi everybody, how you doing? This is Frank with Frankly Horse Racing, and we're going to get into the fifth race Saturday at Churchill Downs, the Monomy Girl Stakes at a mile 16th for 3-year-old fillies. So let's dive right on in. It's not a very big field, but first, as always, let's take a look at the pace projector. This is the version that you can kind of see visually, but now let's look at the numbers as we always do. We're going to be using the Timeform product today. I don't get any kind of sponsorship from them, maybe in the future, but that is what I have open. That's what we're going to use today, and I'll probably back it up by looking also at the daily racing form. But we're recording this on Wednesday, so things could change, but as of now, this is what we're looking at. And we've got the 5 and the 2 with a pretty decent front end number. And the 3, Anna's Princess, is not far off. Coming along with Take Charge M'Lady, who's a very good closer. Depending on the pace, if anything gets set up, if these horses that are going to be quite a bit longer than the 2 get out there and try to really beat her up and make a fast pace out of it, it could set up for somebody else. But let's get into it a little bit by the numbers and see if we see anything there or handicapping-wise. The number 1 horse is Prince Aaliyah. Everything I look at here number-wise, if I'm just looking flat numbers, she just doesn't fit right now. She had decent numbers early in the year, but with the top horses in this field, and she just doesn't fit, and she doesn't have a number that's skewed either closing or front end that I can find a reason to use her. So I think if the coach wins with this one, myself along with many others will lose. Let's move on to Immersive, who's going to be the probably hard favorite in this race. This will be her first race as a 3-year-old, and there are a lot of decent numbers we're looking at here. She's got 4 as a 2-year-old, and as you can see, they all were pretty good, and they moved into the 109, 111 region in the Timeform product, and she was running against Grade 1 companies. So it's not like she was ducking anybody or getting these numbers at a small track that were overinflated. She has done very well. She can stalk and then close is the way it looks like she likes to run. But if you look at her front numbers, she can absolutely even go wire to wire on this field owned by the Godolphin LLCs here. They clearly have pretty good horses, as we all know. Plus, you have Manny Franco riding for Brad Cox, and that's normally a pretty good combination. They're running over 34% at this moment. So 2 looks fantastic, has front end ability, has great numbers at 2, and I believe she will improve on them coming into her first race at 3. Anna's Promise is next, who ran against Good Cheer, who did flop last time in the mud. But hey, humans, horses, we all have bad days. Hopefully she scoped out fine. This one here has actually improved very nice since she was claimed a few months back in March, and even getting beat last time. She shoots a 110, which is a pretty good number, getting your butt whooped, and then before that she had a 111. So she padded 2 numbers. She has done nothing but help herself out. We'll see how she does dropping back in distance, but she's another one that can at least be close to Immersive on the lead, and she's got improving numbers. Could this be a long shot? The next horse in the field is Minnesota Money, the number 4 horse. We've got Adam Bashiza up for Kelsey Danner, and you know, they hook up for some good prices, so keep an eye on them when they do run in the Midwest. This one here, to me, unless it's a wet track where I always move the money horses up, she doesn't really have much to offer, and she's losing Lasix. It would be a huge surprise to me for this horse to win, and I think 20 to 1 is pretty actually a little bit short on what her odds should be. So let's move into number 5, a Wesley Ward horse. Wesley's having a pretty good year so far. So is JV, and teaming up. By the Timeform numbers, they're over 28% this year. This horse will definitely be out there pushing the pace, losing Lasix, however. How will that affect her? We're going to find out. But she's going to have to go and try to steal the race from Immersive. I don't think she has the kind of speed to do that. But I think she's a good up-and-comer. I just don't think she's ready yet by the numbers or by my handicapping. But I'll give my final selections here soon and see how it shuffles out with me. The next one's going to be Take Charge Milady. Take Charge Milady. If she would have got up against Lacara 2 back, it would have been a very nice day in the household. Unfortunately, she just got second, so it was only a good or okay day when it comes to that. But I think dealing with her foot issue with Kenny McPeak has been pretty open about. If she comes back here, continues to improve, and they do happen to get a bit of a speed battle up front, then it could definitely set up for her. I believe this is her first run at Churchill. Let's see. This is her first run at Churchill, but it's a distance she likes, and she may get a pace to run into, and she's definitely the best closer in the field. And she's run some numbers that could get her pretty close. But if I go back, if I look at all the numbers and I give you my selection, and I'm looking at the race, then, I mean, it's pretty simple to see. There's no pace advantage. The top horse will be up close, and she's a pretty darn good stalker closers. We can look at her numbers here. Hey, I'm not going to probably make anybody happy, but I'm not going to give you numbers that I don't think probably will win, except Immersive should be the horse to beat. It's horse racing. Anything can happen. Don't forget that. If she does happen to falter today, there's only a couple scenarios. One, they let Running Away get out there, or Anna's Promise, which I think Running Away would have a better chance, and just walk the dog out there like we saw a couple races on Belmont weekend. But I just don't think Immersive is going to let them do that and get away. So I see Take Charge Milady be the one charging late that has a chance to catch Immersive. So if I go down the field and give you my selections, I've got the number 2 Immersive over Anna's Promise and Take Charge Milady. Tactical wise, the 3 could have a better chance than the 5. We'll just have to wait and see. But Take Charge Milady, unless her foot problem is still an issue, I think she's going to be roaring towards the end. And that's one I will use in horizontals to maybe take a shot at beating Immersive, but not on many tickets. I think Immersive is definitely the horse to beat here. But I'm going to go pretty hard on the 2-6 exacta, and then 2-3, and then maybe a little bit on the 2-5, and try to see if I can get some value out of it. It's going to be a game time decision, and if there are scratches and pace scenario changes, make sure you take a look at that on race day. This is Frank with Frankly Horse Racing. Please like and subscribe. Let others know about us, and I hope everybody has a great week with your business, your personal life, your family, and at the races. And we'll talk to you soon. Take care.